Good morning, my friends and crafters. Creative Juice by Lonnie here with you today. Looks like we're all here. Looks like I'm in the right spot. I'm just checking everything out, and I'm delighted to be here yet again on a Monday morning to share some creativity with you. Today, we will be using our sketched plaid background. So let me show you. Yep, we are live on YouTube and Facebook, so I'm happy to be here. Let me know if you are catching me live or if you're watching on a replay. Be sure to share this with your friends. So I wanted to showcase today the sketched plaid background stamp that is from the annual catalog. We're going to be using it with a couple of things, a couple of products from the September-December mini catalog from Stampin' Up! As well. And it's so much more than just a plain old background, but it is indeed beautiful as a background. I think this is a card that one of my teammates made for our swap. I think this is Jamie's card, but look how pretty that is with the pumpkins, the pick of the patch. That's the stamp set and the bundle that I think that she used for this one on orange. All right, so let's do some tips and things that might be helpful to you as you are using this background stamp. Number one, have a piece of paper underneath you here because you're going to need it as you stamp, because with a background stamp, I found that it's easier to stamp with the stamp facing up. We'll show you what I mean here in just a moment. Hello, Carlene. Anybody else catching us live? We'll find out as we go along. Oh, and I just realized the last thing that I forgot to cut, well, two things I forgot to cut. My goodness, what is happening here? I forgot to cut a background. So you get to see me cut the background, first of all. So we're going to start today with a 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to make a background for a card, piece of white. There's a 4. I'll come down here so I can see the 5 1/4 a little bit easier. Have you ever noticed that when your trimmer is closed, this piece right here, this line that goes right down, that measures between centimeters and inches, is actually 5 1/2. Just interesting, just to let you know that. Little tip right there. And I think I also need my card. Let's see. Let me see. Give me a moment to grab. Let's see. Should we do a shaded spruce card? Why not? I might even have, I don't even know. That looks like a garden green. Garden green instead of a shaded spruce. And I wanted it to be shaded spruce. Today we had some company, so I'm running a little late trying to get everything taken care of. You know how that goes some days when you've got lots of irons in the fire. So I'm going to score this at 4 1/4 and cut it at 5 1/2. Right there on that middle line if I've got my trimmer upside down. Now we're ready. We are ready for anything. We'll start with our background. We're going to stamp this in real red ink, which I pulled and put right here. So let's start with real red ink. So close your ink pad so that you have your finger holes like this. And we're going to ink it all up really nicely. You'll be able to tell that there's where you need to put extra ink on. Put that out of my way. Lay your paper right on top. Fold your other paper or lay your other scrap paper right on top of that. And then you can get it nice and even by using just even pressure with using your hand. Or if you have a brayer, you could use a brayer. My hand works just really well. And you can see that I've been furiously crafting today. I've already got ink on my fingers, which means it's good to go. Look at that pretty background. So you saw the one with just, I'm going to put this on my cleaning pad so that it's getting ready for our next one. Because we're going to show four ideas today using the backgrounds, the sketched plaid background, which, by the way, let me give you that information. There is the sketched plaid background, and I believe it's $20. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty darn sure. We want to make this into kind of a tartan plaid, so I'm going to use a ruler, and you could use your Stampin' Blends or Stampin' Right markers. I'm going to use Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to just add some green in here. So I think I'm going to go right across this way, kind of in the center of all of the larger. In fact, we might make two of them because it looks like we have room for that. So let's do two. Two stripes. This one's going to be a little bit harder since I didn't do it. I did that one right in the middle, but you know, it can all be good. It can all be good. So we're going to do two stripes both directions. 1, 2. Don't know if I'll have room to get 2 on down here. Let's find out. Yep, I sure will. Just barely on the very end there. So you can see that we're adding, as we add all these colors, it's starting to look very Christmassy. 'Tis the season to make Christmas cards. So we're going to make a couple of Christmas cards today. 2 Christmas cards and 2 not Christmas cards. 2 everyday cards. Okay, so we've got our green stripes going that way. Let's just turn it and do the same thing here. And it's kind of a fun way just to really personalize something, make a fantastic background for any occasion. And you're going to be finding all sorts of ways to use it in your collection too. So we're almost done. Trying to get it fairly straight. All right, I think we're good. The nice thing about a plaid background is it's not going to hurt one way or another. So look how pretty that is now. You've got, even though I have this piece right here, I'm going to cover that up, I think. We're going to find a way to do that. Okay, let's put together this card very quickly. I've done some preparation, so you don't have to watch all of the stamping and coloring. This time, I'm going to use, I like this side better. It's a little bit larger, it looks like. Putting that onto my card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half, right? Easy. Then I've colored, I'm using the So Very Merry online exclusive stamp set. I don't know if you've seen this one. It has some stained glass pieces that you can color. I've colored my little Santa Claus. And we're going to punch him out with our 2 3/8 inch circle punch. It says, "'Tis the season to be jolly," so we'll put that on here too. Let's cut it into a banner. I could use my banner punch, but I'm just going to flag the end myself. Perhaps if I cut all the way to the end, it will help. We're going to put that up on some dimensionals. And you could add some ribbon and some bling, but I just am going to make this straightforward right now so we can get to the other 3 cards that we have prepared for you today. 3, and I have a long, using the edges of my dimensionals, because why not, right? We don't waste any dimensional. Oops. Take all the backing off. Ooh. Can be a messy stamper some days. There you go. 'Tis the season to be jolly. We'll kind of get it on there straight. Yes, look at there. So there's a fun and easy card. First one is kind of a unique background with a stained glass front. You know, what would be really fun is to do the old, we used to do a dazzling diamonds technique, but I don't think we even have anything that's glittery anymore. I need some glitter on this. I may gussy this up after the video and show you a new one or show you the gussied up version on Creative Juice by Lonnie later today, which is also where you can order this background stamp. So add that to your next order. Or you could also use this, you could also select this background stamp as part of your starter kit this month, because we have such a great starter kit offer going. You can get 35% off the starter kit, which is usually $99, and still choose $125 worth of product for $64.35, $64.75, something like that. So that's 35% off, or even a better deal is 35% more for $99. So you get to choose like $160 some odd dollars for just $99. Such a bargain. Let's see. The next one we're going to do is this one. I'm starting with a crumb cake piece of cardstock that is going to be our layer. Make sure I've got it all nice and cleaned off on my stamp and chamois here. Okay, because I don't want red. Starting with crumb cake, and we're going to stamp in crumb cake. So, stamp our background really quickly. So you could choose this as part of your starter kit. I think that's all I need for that one. And when you sign up, you also could choose some things that are only exclusive to demonstrators, some online exclusives that will be coming next month. But in the starter kit, you can choose that. Okay, so I'm just going to, and I didn't want it to be full strength. That's okay. I think it's still going to be nice. I was going to stamp it off once first, and then, you know what? That's why we have two sides to every piece of paper. I'm going to do it. Okay, so we're going to stamp it or just blot it one time lightly, then lay our piece of paper back down. And the second time will be much lighter, because I really want this to be a subtle background. Let's see. Oh yeah, see? Dark, light. We want to use the light one. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, for this one, we're going to pull in our Abundant Beauty masks. And I'm not going to do this whole thing, but I'm going to get it started for you. We're going to start with Cajun Craze in the center of my flowers. Right here, so that it's a little dark. And then we'll just rub that off, because this is my orange blending brush, and I'm going to use this orange blending brush in Pumpkin Pie for the second step. Blend to the outside edges of my mask. Get it nice and done there. Oh, look how pretty it's going to be. But through the magic of, I actually made this one before it became live. Here is our finished project. So with this one, I added, of course, some centers and some leaves. And then I made any kind of label that you have. Oops, let me bring it down here so you can see it. Any kind of label. I just used that with one of our sentiments from the So Sincere stamp set and layered that on with a little bit of twine behind it. So there is the finished product. See, isn't that beautiful? Right, I'm going to set that one aside, and we'll show all of them together at the end when we're done. Clean up, time to do some cleaning up. Okay, we've got 2 ideas for our background stamp. Let's pull in this one. This one we're going to use the Very Cute stamp set for our card. And I've already stamped a background in Lost Lagoon. I've sketched Plaid in Lost Lagoon. And in this Very Cute stamp set is a very cute snowflake. Actually, there's 2. A large one and a small one. I'm going to use the small one, and we're going to put some snowflakes inside each of these larger sections. Oh, let's see if I can line that back up. Ooh, pretty darn good. Make sure I push hard enough that it keeps the image on there. Okay, so we've got snowflakes in each of those little places. We'll put together our card. So I've got a regular card base with a 3x4 piece of, with the regular card base is Pretty Peacock. I've trimmed off a slight little bit right here just so that it opens or closes easier. And then this is a 3x4 piece of Lost Lagoon, scored it with 1 inch, and I tucked it underneath the inside of my card, folded it over. I'm going to layer this one onto Lost Lagoon as well. Don't know why I didn't use that side. It looks good too. I guess I just said, oh, now look, this one's kind of wonky. That's probably, I did it twice and should have used the other side. There's no mistakes in stamping, just an opportunity for an embellishment. We'll put that right on top of our card. Fold this over. Put our little Merry Christmas bears right there that are ready to wish you a snowy Christmas. And so there's our cute little bears. You open it up. Christmas is better together. So there's our third way to use our background stamp. Are you liking one better than the other right now? You should say, I like this one best so far. Okay, finally, I stamped the background and then used my Stampin' Write markers to color it in with all of these. I actually used the 2022, 2024 markers, which are the Parakeet Party, Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, Tahitian Tide, and Sweet Sorbet. I wanted to look and look, yep, Sweet Sorbet. And then layered it onto, our card base, just like we have here. And then I used the curved occasions. You guys, I just love this stamp set because it's just so whimsical. I stamped 2 of our roller skates, punched out a background with the new hexagon punch. This is a new online exclusive that was around for World Card Making Day bundle that you could buy. And I cut a hexagon out of, what's the word? Vellum. There you go, vellum. Oh, God, Monday morning, can't think. And we're going to go like this, I think. We're going to turn it this way because so we'll have 2 that are landscape and 2 that are portrait. So this is portrait direction. So we've got those all on there. I colored them and cut them out, layered them on there. So you've got cute roller skates rather, because they are not roller blades. And you don't even have to color all the pieces in. You can just color part of them. So then I stamped Happy Birthday. And then with this bundle, the curved occasion bundles, you've got this curved label punch. So here you go. Curved. And I also cut 2 more out just to kind of layer together. Let's do that. So add some adhesive. We'll layer this all together. Go a little bit like this. One like this. Oh. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Where's my dimensionals? Oh, and it's going to slip off here. Come on. Take that little piece off. I may need my adhesive eraser here. Ooh, getting everybody to play nicely today. Oh, this would make a cute rainbow. I'd never even thought of that. I could even add a couple more pieces on there if I wanted to, but I think that 2 is enough for right now. 2 is plenty. We'll hold it in place with some dimensionals. Looking good on the front. The only thing that rivals a new sheet of dimensionals is almost using up the other sheet. So there's our happy birthday card. Okay, let's do a little cleanup and show everything all together. Can you see that? I hope you can see that well. Happy birthday. Let's take the sketch Plaid off. So you've seen all sorts of ideas using the sketch Plaid background. I'm going to pull them all back in. Tell me which one you're going to try. Do you have the sketch Plaid already? If not, once you get it, because now that you've seen it, you're going to be like, yes, I need that. Will you try? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Can you see them all? So those are all of the different ways that we've used our sketched Plaid background today. Hopefully you've got some good ideas now flowing, some creative juices flowing through your brain, saying, oh yeah, I want to try that, or I want to try that. I think I'm going to add a little bling around this guy because everything needs a little bit of bling, and I could add some bling onto this one too. I'm so excited to go back and play with it. I will put all of the finished projects again on Creative Juice by Lonnie. You can come and check that out later today to see what kind of additions or embellishments we've added to our cards. But those are just some fun ways to extend the use of your sketched Plaid stamp set right here. All of that with the sketched Plaid stamp set. So don't be afraid to kind of experiment and try some new ways with your sketch Plaid. I will be back next Monday. We'll be in a different location, but I'll be here to talk to you and share more creative juice with you. It will be almost the end of our October starter kit special. So if you have a long wish list, the starter kit's the way to go. I'll be happy to share more information with you. You can send me a message on Facebook, send me a message through my website, and we'll talk to you next Monday. I hope you spend lots of time crafting this week. Thanks.